Even in Arcadia, sex, literature, and death at Studley Park. Picture of Byron.
Not of Bernard?
Byron fought fatal duel, says Dawn. Valentine, do you think I'm the first person to think of this?
No.
I haven't said yet. The future is all programmed like a computer. That's a proper theory, isn't it?
The deterministic universe, yes.
Right, because everything including us is just a lot of atoms bouncing off each other like billiard balls.
Yes, there was someone, forgot his name, 1820s, who pointed out that from Newton's laws you could predict everything to come. I mean, you need a computer as big as the universe, but the formula would exist.
But it doesn't work, does it?
No, it turns out the mass is different.
No, it's all because of sex.
Really?
That's what I think. The universe is deterministic, all right, just like Newton said. I mean, it's trying to be, but the only thing going wrong is people fancying people who aren't supposed to be in that part of the plan.
Ah, the attraction that Newton left out. All the way back to the apple in the garden. Yes, I think you're the first person to think of this.
Have you seen this? Bonking Byron, shot poet.
Let's see.
He's done awfully well, hasn't he? How do they all know?
Don't be ridiculous. Your father wants it back.
All right.
What a fool.
Jealous. I think it's brilliant. Yes, that's perfect, but not with trainers. Come on, I'll lend you a pair of flatties. They'll look period on you.
Hello, Gus. You all look so romantic.
Are you coming?
The important thing is not to give two monkeys for what young people think about you.
You don't think she's getting a thing about Bernard, do you?
Well, I wouldn't worry about Chloe. She's old enough to vote on her back. Byron fought fatal duel, says Dawn. Or rather, says Dawn.
It may all prove to be true.
It can't prove to be true. It can only not prove to be false yet.
Just like science.
If Bernard can stay ahead of getting the rug pulled till he's dead, he'll be a success.
Just like science. The ultimate fear is of posterity.
Personally, I don't think it'll take that long.
And then there's the afterlife. An afterlife would be a mixed blessing. Ah, Bernard Nightingale. I don't believe you know Lord Byron. It must be heaven up there.
You can't believe in an afterlife, Valentine.
Oh, you're gonna disappoint me at last?
Am I? Why?
Science and religion.
No, been there, done that. Boring.
Oh, Hannah, fiancé. Have pity. Can't we have a trial marriage and call it off in the morning?
I don't know when I've received a more unusual proposal.
Have you had many?
That would be telling.
Well, why not? Your classical reserve is only a mannerism, and neurotic.
Do you want the room?
You get nothing if you give nothing.
I ask nothing.
No, stay.
What are you doing, Valentine?
A set of points on a complex plane made by...
Oh, is it the grouse?
Oh, the grouse, the damned grouse.
You mustn't give up.
Why, didn't you agree with Bernard?
Oh, that. It's all trivial. You're a grouse, my hermit, Bernard's Byron. Comparing what we're looking for misses the point. It's wanting to know that makes us matter. Otherwise, we're going out of the way we came in. That's why you can't believe in the afterlife, Valentine. Believe in the after by all means, but not in the life. Believe in God, the soul, the spirit, the infinite. Believe in the angels if you like, but not in the great celestial get-together for an exchange of views. If the answers are in the back of the book, I can wait. But what a drag. Better to struggle on knowing that failure is final. Oh, but how beautiful.
The Coverley set.
The Coverley set. My goodness, Valentine.
Lend me a finger. See, in an ocean of ashes, islands of order, patterns making themselves out of nothing. I can't show you how deep it goes. Each picture is a detail of the previous one, blown up, and so on, forever. Pretty nice, eh?
Is it important?
Interesting. Publishable.
Well done.
Not me, it's Thomasina's. I just pushed her equations through the computer a few million times further than she managed to do with pencil.
What does it mean?
Not what you like it to.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, she'd be famous.
No, she wouldn't. She was dead before she had time to be famous.
She died?
Burned to death.
Oh, the girl who died in the fire.
The night before her 17th birthday. You can see where the dormer doesn't match. That was her bedroom under the roof. There's a memorial park.
I know, it's my house.
Val Septimus was her tutor. He said Thomasina would have...
You do yours.
You swore. You crossed your heart. You're so sweet, Helen.
I'll tell Mama. I'll tell Mama.
Jeez.
Hush, what is this, my lord? Order, order. I am obliged.
A good day to you, Mr. Hodge.
Will you join us this morning, Lord Augustus? We have our drawing lesson.
I'm a master at eating, Mr. Hodge, but we only draw naked women.
You can work from there.
Disgusting.
We will have silence now, please.
No marks. Did you not like my rabbit equation?
I saw no resemblance to a rabbit.
It eats its own progeny.
I did not see that.
I have not room to extend it.
Do you mean the world is saved after all?
No, it's still doomed, but if this is how it started, perhaps it's how the next one will come.
From good English algebra?
It'll go to infinity or zero or nothing.
No, if you set apart the minus roots, they square back to cents.
Listen, you know your tea is getting cold.
I like it cold.
I'm telling you something, your tea gets cold by itself. It doesn't get hot by itself. Do you think that's cold?
No.
Well, it's odd. Heat goes to cold. It's a one-way street. Your tea will end at room temperature. What's happening to your tea is happening to everything, everywhere. The sun and the stars. It'll take a while, but we're all gonna end up at room temperature. When you're a hermit, set up shop, nobody understood this. But let's say you're right. In 18 whatever, nobody knew more about heat than this scribbling nutter living in a hovel in Derbyshire.
He was at Cambridge, a scientist.
Say he was. I'm not arguing. And the girl was his pupil. She had a genius for a tutor.
Or the other way around.
Anything you like it, but not this. Whatever he thought he was doing to save the world with good English algebra, it wasn't this.
Why? Because they didn't have calculators?
No. Yes. Because there's an order of things can't happen in. You can't open a door till there's a house.
I thought that's what genius was.
Only for lunatics and poets.
I had a dream which was not a dream at all. The bright sun was extinguished and the stars did wander darkling in the eternal space. Rayless and pathless and the icy earth swung blind and blackening in the moonless air.
Your own?
Byron.
Septimus, do you think that I'll marry Lord Byron?
Who is he?
He is the author of Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, the most poetical and pathetic and bravest hero of any book I have ever read before, and the most modern and the handsomest, for Harold is Lord Byron himself to those who know him, like myself and Septimus. Well, Septimus?
No.
Why not?
For one thing, he's not aware of your existence.
We exchanged many significant glances when he was at Sidley Park. I do wonder where he has been almost a year from his adventures and has not written to me once.
It is indeed improbable, my lady.
Lord Byron, he claimed my hat, although my shot was the earlier. He said I missed by a hair's breadth. His conversation was very facetious. But I think Lord Byron will not marry you, Tom, for he was only lame and not blind.
Peace until 11:45. It is intolerable for a tutor to have his thoughts interrupted by his pupils.
You are not my tutor, sir. I'm visiting your lesson by my free will.
If you are so determined, my lord.
Your peace means nothing to me, sir. You do not rule over me.
Augustus!
I do not rule here, my lord. I inquire by reverence for learning and the exaltation of knowledge, whereby man may approach God. There will be a shilling for the best cone and pyramid drawn in silence by 11:45, at the earliest.
You will not buy my silence for a shilling, sir. What I know to tell is worth much more than that.
I told him you kissed me, but he will not tell.
When did I kiss you?
What? Yesterday.
Where?
On the lips.
In which county?
In the Hermitage, Septimus.
On the lips in the Hermitage? What? That was a shilling kiss. I would not give sixpence to have it back. I had almost forgot it already.
Oh, cruel. Have you forgotten our compact?
God save me, our compact?
To teach me to waltz, sealed with a kiss, and a second kiss when I can dance like Mama.
Ah, yes, indeed. We're all waltzing like mice in London.
I must waltz, Septimus. I will be despised if I do not know how to waltz. It is the most fashionable and the gayest and boldest invention conceivable. It started in Germany.
Let them have the waltz. They cannot have the calculus.
Mama has brought from town a whole book of waltzes for the Broadwood to play with Count Zielinski.
I need not be told what I cannot but suffer. Count Zielinski banging on the Broadwood without relief has me reading in waltz time.
Oh, stuff. What is your book?
A prize essay of the Scientific Academy in Paris. The author deserves your indulgence, my lady, for you are his prophet.
Aye, what does he write about? The waltz?
Yes, he demonstrates the equation of the propagation of heat in a solid body, but in doing so he has discovered heresy, a natural contradiction of Sir Isaac Newton.
Oh, he contradicts determinism?
No, well, perhaps. He shows that atoms do not go according to Newton.
Let me see. Oh, in French?
Yes, Paris is the capital of France.
Show me where to read. Four-handed now. Mama is in love with the Count.
He is a count in Poland. In Derbyshire, he is a piano player.
Oh, where's Gus?
Don't know.
Oh, Mr. Noakes' engine. Damn.
He was there not long ago.
Well, he has to be in the photograph. Is he dressed?
Is Bernard back?
No, he's late. Gus? Gus?
I wonder you can teach against such a disturbance, Mr. Hodge, and I'm sorry for it.
Stop ordering everybody about.
It is an unendurable noise.
The photographer will wait.
The ceaseless, dull, overbearing monotony of it will drive me distracted. I may have to return to town to escape it.
Your ladyship could remain in the county and let Count Zielinski return to town where you cannot hear him.
I mean, Mr. Noakes' engine. Would you sulk? I will not have my daughter started sulking.
What, Mama?
What are we learning today? Well, not manners.
We are drawing today.
Geometry. I approve of geometry.
Your ladyship's approval is my constant object.
Well, do not despair of it. Where's Culpability Noakes? Oh, he has gone for his hat so that he may remove it. For the widow's dowry of dahlias, I can almost forgive my brother's marriage. We must be thankful that the monkey bit the husband. If it had bit the wife, then the monkey would have died, and we would not be the first in the kingdom to have a dahlia. I sent a potted one to Chatsworth. The Duchess of Derbyshire House is most satisfactorily put out by it. Your friend was there, lording it as a poet.
Well, just as I said, Newton's machine, which would knock our atoms from cradle to grave by the laws of motion, is incomplete. Determinism leaves the road at every corner, as I knew all along, and the cause is very likely hidden in this gentleman's observation.
Of what?
The actions of bodies in heat.
Is this geometry?
This? No, I despise geometry.
The traitor would overthrow the Newtonian system in a weekend.
Geometry, Hobbes assures us in Leviathan, is the only science God has pleased to bestow on mankind.
And what does he mean by it?
Mr. Hobbes or God?
I'm sure I do not know what either means.
Oh, pooh to Hobbes. Mountains are not pyramids, and trees are not cones. God must love gunnery and architecture if Euclid is his only geometry. There is another geometry which I am engaged in discovering by a trial and error. Am I not, Septimus?
Trial and error perfectly describes your enthusiasm, my lady.
How old are you today?
16 years and 11 months, Mama, and 3 weeks.
16 years and 11 months. We must have you married before you are educated beyond eligibility.
I'm going to marry Lord Byron.
Are you? You did not have the manners to mention it.
You've spoken to him?
Certainly not.
Where did you see him?
Everywhere.
Did you, Septimus?
The Royal Academy, where I had the honor to accompany your mother and Count Zelinsky.
What was Lord Byron doing?
Posing.
He was being sketched during his visit by the professor of painting, Mr. Fuseli.
There was more posing at the pictures than in them. His companion likewise reversed the custom of the academy, the ladies viewing were more than the ladies being viewed. Well, enough. Let him be hanged for our land. I have enough with Mr. Noakes, who is to a garden as what a bull is to a china shop.
The Emperor of Irregularity.
Mr. Noakes,
Your ladyship.
what have you done to me?
Everything is satisfactory, I assure you. A little behind, to be sure, but my dam will be repaired within a month.
Hush! Do you hear that, Mr. Noakes?
The improved Newcomen steam pump, the only one in England.
That is what I object to. If everybody had his own, I would bear my portion of the agony without complaint. But to have been singled out by the improved Newcomen steam pump in England, this is hard, sir. This cannot be borne.
Your lady.
And for what? My lake is drained to a ditch for no purpose I can understand, unless it be that Snipe and Curlew have deserted 3 countries so that they may be shot in our swamp. What you painted as a forest is a mean plantation. Your greenery is mud, your waterfall is a wet mud, and your mount is an open-cast mine for the mud that was lacking in the dell. What is that cowshed?
The hermitage, my lady.
It's a cowshed.
Madam, it is, I assure you, a very habitable cottage, properly founded and drained, 2 rooms and a closet under a slate roof and stone chimney.
And who is to live in it?
Why, the hermit.
Where is he?
Madam?
Surely you do not supply a hermitage without a hermit.
Indeed, madam.
Come, Mr. Noakes. If I am promised a fountain, I expect it to come with water. What hermits do you have?
I have no hermits, my lady.
Not one. I am astonished.
I'm sure a hermit could be found. One could advertise.
Advertise.
In the newspapers.
But surely a hermit who takes a newspaper is not a hermit in whom one can have complete confidence.
I do not know what to suggest, my lady.
Is there room for a piano?
A piano?
We are intruding here. This will not do. Mr. Hodge, evidently nothing is being accomplished. Come along, sir.
Mr. Noakes, bad news from Paris.
Is it the Emperor Napoleon?
No. It concerns your heat engine. Improve it as you will, you can never get out of it what you put in it. It repays 11 pence to the shilling at the most. The penny is worth this author's thoughts.
Thank you, my lady.
Do you understand her?
No.
Then this business is over. I was married at 17. Bonjour, bonjour, merci, croissant. Thomasina, as a courtesy to the Count, wear your green velvet, please. I will send Briggs to do your hair. 16 and 11 months.
Lord Byron was with a lady?
Yes.
Huh.
What does it mean Mr. Noakes' engine pays 11 pence to the shilling? Where does he say it?
Nowhere. I noticed it, by the way. I cannot remember now.
Nor is he interested by determinism.
Oh, yes. Newton's equations go forwards and backwards. They do not care which way. But the heat equation cares very much. It only goes one way. That is the reason Mr. Noakes' engine cannot give the power to drive Mr. Noakes' engine.
Everybody knows that.
Yes, Septimus, they know about engines.
Record the 12. For your essay this week, explicate your diagram.
I cannot. I do not know the mathematics.
Without mathematics, then.
There. I've made a drawing of you and Plautus.
Excellent likeness. Not so good with me.
Sir,
My lord?
I gave you offence, sir, and I'm sorry for it.
I took none, my lord, but you're kind to mention it.
I would like to ask you a question, Mr. Hodge. You have an elder brother, I dare say, being Septimus?
Yes, my lord. He lives in London. He is editor of a newspaper, the Piccadilly Recreation. Was that your question?
No, is it you? I would like to keep it. There are things a fellow cannot ask his friends. Carnal things. My sister has told me... My sister believes such things as I cannot. I assure you, bring myself to repeat.
You must not repeat them, then. The walk between here and dinner will suffice to put us straight. If we stroll by the garden, it is an easy business, and then I must rely on you to correct your sister's state of ignorance.
No.
I'm sorry, Bernard.
Fucked by a dahlia! Do you think, is it open and shut? Am I fucked? What does it really amount to? When all's said and done, am I fucked? What do you think, Valentine? Tell me the truth.
You're fucked.
Oh god, does it mean that?
Yes, Bernard, it does.
I'm not sure. Show me what it says. I want to see it. No. Read it. No. Wait.
Alright, I'll read it to you. October 1st, 1810. Today, under the direction of Mr. Noakes, a parterre was dug on the south lawn and will be a handsome show next year, a consolation for the picturesque catastrophe of the second and third distances. The dahlia, having propagated under glass with no ill effect from the sea voyage, is named by Captain Bryce Charity for his bride. Though the honor properly belongs to the husband who exchanged beds with my dahlia and an English summer for an everlasting night in the Indies.
Well, it's so around the houses, isn't it? What's to say what it means?
It means that Ezra Chater of Sidley Park connection is the same Chater who described a dwarf dahlia in Martinique in 1810 and died there of a monkey bite.
Ezra wasn't a botanist, he was a poet.
He wasn't much of either, but he was both.
It's not a disaster.
Of course it's a disaster. I was on the breakfast hour.
It doesn't mean Byron didn't fight a duel. It only means Chater wasn't killed in it.
Oh, pull yourself together. Do you think I'd have been on the breakfast hour if Byron had missed?
Calm down, Bernard. Valentine's right.
Do you think so? So you mean the Piccadilly Reviews? Yes, two completely unknown Byron essays and my discovery of the lines he added to the English bards. That counts for something.
Very possible. Persuasive indeed.
Oh, bugger persuasive. I've proved Byron was here, and as far as I'm concerned, he wrote those lines as sure as he shot that hare. If only I hadn't somehow made it all about killing Chater. Why didn't you stop me? It's bound to get out, you know. I mean, this gloss is on my discovery. I mean, how long do you think it'll be before some botanical pedant blows the whistle on me?
The day after tomorrow. A letter in the Times.
You wouldn't.
It's a dirty job with somebody.
Darling, sorry, Hannah.
And after all, it is my discovery.
Hannah.
Bernard.
Hannah.
Oh, shut up. It'll be very short, very dry, absolutely gloat-free. Would you rather it were one of your friends?
Oh God, no.
And then in your letter to the Times...
Mine?
Well, of course. Dignified congratulations to a colleague in the language of scholars I trust.
Oh, eat shit, you mean?
Think of it as a breakthrough in dahlia studies.
Why are you coming, Bernard? And you're not dressed? How long have you been back?
Why are you dressed in those clothes?
Do be quick. Just put anything on. We're all being photographed except Hannah.
I'll come watch.
Mummy says you've got the Theodolite.
What are you supposed to be, Chloe? Bo Peep?
Jane Austen.
Of course.
Oh, it's in the Hermitage, sorry.
I thought it was until this evening. What photograph?
The local newspaper, of course. They always come before we start. We want a good crowd of us. Gus looks gorgeous.
The newspaper? I'm ready.
Shush.
My lady, what is it?
Now's our chance.
For what, dear God?
Don't act innocent. Tomorrow I'll be 17. There.
Dear Christ.
Now you must show me. You're paid in advance.
Oh,
The Count plays for us. It is God-given. I cannot be 17 and not waltz.
but your mother.
While she swoons, we can dance. The house is all abed. I heard the broadswood. Oh, Septimus, teach me now.
Hush, I cannot now.
Indeed you can, and I come barefoot, so mind my toes.
I cannot because it is not a waltz.
It is not?
No, it is too slow for waltzing.
Oh, then will we wait for him to play quickly?
My lady.
Mr. Hodge. Are you reading my essays? Why do you work here so late?
To save my candles.
You have my old primer.
It is mine again. You should have not written it.
It was a joke.
It'll make me mad, as you promised. Sit over there. You will have us in disgrace.
If Mama comes, I will tell her we only met to kiss, not to waltz.
Silence or bed?
Silence.
Got it. It's heat.
Are you tight, though?
It's a diagram of heat exchange.
So we are all doomed.
Yes.
Like the steam engine, you see. She didn't have the maths, not remotely. She saw what things meant, way ahead, like seeing a picture.
This is not science, this is storytelling.
Is it a waltz now?
No.
Like a film.
What did she see?
That you can't run the film backwards. Heat was the first thing which didn't work that way. Not like Newton. A film of a pendulum. A ball falling through the air, backwards. It looks the same.
The ball would be going the wrong way.
You'd have to know that. But with heat, friction, a ball breaking a window,
Yes.
it won't work backwards.
Who thought it did?
She saw why. You can put back the bits of glass, but you can't collect up the heat of the smash. It's gone.
So the improved Newtonian universe must cease and grow cold. Dear me.
The heat goes into the mix.
Yes, we must hurry if we are going to dance.
And everything is mixing the same way. All the time. Irreversibly.
Oh, we have time.
Till there's no time left. That's what time means.
When we have found all the memories and lost all the meaning, we will be alone on an empty shore.
Then we will dance. Is this a waltz?
It will serve.
Goody!
Don't mind me. I left my coat.
Are you leaving?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
What's up, Bernard?
Nothing I can do it.
Should I go?
No, I'm going.
Septimus.
I'll kill her, I'll kill her.
Oh dear.
What the hell is it, Chloe?
Mommy?
Your mother caught us in that cottage.
She snooped.
I don't think so. She was rescuing a Theodolites.
I'll come with you, Bernard.
No, you bloody ones.
Don't you want me to?
Of course not. What for? I'm sorry.
What are you sorry to him for?
Sorry to you two. Sorry one and all. Sorry Anna. Sorry Hermione. Sorry Byron. Sorry. Now can I go?
Well,
What a bastard you are, Bernard.
and mind your own business. What do you know about anything?
Nothing.
It was worth it though, wasn't it?
It was wonderful.
Nothing.
Well, you shit. I drive you, but I'm a bit sloshed. Hello.
A scrape.
Oh, Bernard.
I look forward to the genius of the place. I hope you find your hermit. I think France is the safest.
Actually, I've got a good idea who he was, but I can't prove it.
Publish!
Am I waltzing now?
Yes, my lady. with the flame.
I'll wait for you to come.
I cannot.
You may.
I may not.
You must.
I will not.
Then I will not go. Once more for my birthday.
Oh, you made me jump. I was looking for this. Thank you. Oh, well, I don't really...